How's it going there, folks? Cinestalker here in this little pumpkin doob. Anyway, whoa, how's it going there? Just wanted to say, this is a video right here will be me talking about some of the movies I like to watch and programs during the month of Halloween. My birthday month, Halloween, probably the best month of the year, I think. So this is some recommendations of some movies to you guys. And in case you guys haven't heard of some of these flicks to check out during the month, this month of Halloween, great movies right here. This is my personal favorites I liked ever since I was a kid. So hope you guys enjoy. Start off with some VHS tapes, and after that go with some DVDs and whatnot. So let's do it right now. So I have this really cool cartoon from the 70s. This one right here called Groovy Ghoulies. I believe it's on DVD now. I think you can get it on Amazon and whatnot. But this is a great little monster show made during the early 70s. Really cool cartoon of like these monsters that like sing and dance and stuff. It's pretty damn cool and rad. You get like Frankenstein, Dracula, and the Wolfman right there. Here's the back of it. But it's a cool one I like to check out during this month. This has a nice, cool, fun, nostalgia flavor to it. It's one of my personal favorites ever since I was like probably 8 years old or 9. This one used to be on HBO a lot back in the day, and it is The Worst Witch, starring I forget her name, like no, I forget her name, but it's hard to say. Farissa Bulk, or her name's so hard. The girl, the witch, and Tim Curry right up there. He plays like the great Dracula guy. And he has this cool song. It says anything could happen on Halloween. It says a really good cheesy song. But this one's a great cool classic right here. I think it's like was made for HBO, made for TV, way back in like the mid 80s. And I used to always watch this one a lot when I was like 8, 9 years old. Always been HBO. Yeah, DVD of this also, but the cover's crappy. I prefer the VHS Prism one right here. Here's the back of it. Just a fun, really rad, cool nostalgia piece is The Worst Witch. Because anything can happen on Halloween, it's just good stuff. So yeah, The Worst Witch. Definitely check this one out. Also, a good one with my buddy Michael Ray Bauer is in this one. And that's the Willies, Gordy Belcher. He's right over there. He likes to collect the flies and the maggots and things like that to have his little fly pods, So this is a good, cool, like kids horror anthology is this one. It's the Double Slip Willies. It's like 2 covers in one. And just a really cool, great fun, weird, like some of the segments in this thing is like really like, I'm surprised it was made because this woman puts like a poodle in a microwave and it like, pops in a microwave, it's a really, that's like the first segment. There's a lot of other stuff in there too. It's like, whoa, how did they get away with this way back when? But it's a really cool one is The Willies. Heavy metal horror flick, and that is Trick or Treat, Halloween, Trick or Treat, starring, what's his name? Mark Price. He was Skippy on Family Ties with Michael J. Fox. He plays his goofy, nerdy friend, Mark Price. But he's in this thing. He's like this heavy metal, like outcast fan of this band, and it has this singer right here named Sammy Kerr, and he dies like in a crazy fiery accident. And he plays this record. It's like an unheard of record that Gene Simmons gives him. Like he's like a DJ for a radio station, and it summons up Sammy Kerr and has him like do crazy things, like take care of bullies in his school that messed up Mark Price, Skippy from Family Ties, his character, he's kind of like a nerd, so that he takes revenge and he gives him like certain powers to do that. But things go awry, and all kinds of crazy crap happens and stuff like that. And things have to be done before Halloween night is over, or Sammy Kerr might take over. But this is a really classic, cool, heavy metal horror flick. This one, I have a bunch of them up there. Like I got like about 5 or 6. But this is probably one of my favorites. Is Trick or Treat, just a great classic. Next up here, I'm going to mix it up and go with the Blu-ray and DVDs, and then go back to some tapes, kind of, mix it up a little bit. But of course, Halloween, you got to pop on the classic John Carpenter Halloween, Love this flick. This one's the Digibook autograph by John Carpenter. I got that done like a few years back. Of course, classic Halloween. I'm excited for the new one coming out day before my birthday on the 19th. How cool is that? Definitely so stoked. I got to watch Halloween. And of course, you got to pop on Part 2. I love this sequel. It's really, really good, of course. And then, of course, the classic, people don't like it, some people do, is the Season of the Witch. The Silver Shamrock, that nice, annoying song gets stuck in your head, but I just love it. Gotta put that one on also. All the Halloween ones. Those are my favorite Halloween ones are those. Everything else is like, you know, part 4 is okay. 5, 6, yeah, they're just there to watch. If on AMC, which you always show them, I'll watch them. But of course, gotta check out Halloween. And then moving on from Halloween, to get another classic I think is my favorite from the series is Evil Dead 2. I love Evil Dead 2. I think this one still works. It's supposed to scream. Oh, it doesn't work anymore. The battery died. Maybe I can change it or something like that. But of course, you know, Evil Dead 2, I got this one a long time ago, over 10 years ago. Kind of a hard one to find now was the Book of the Dead edition with this cool, like, foam rubber Book of the Dead, the DVD inside. You know, there's the back of it right there. But, you know, Evil Dead 2, I'm sure all you guys seen it, but it's just a fun one to watch. My favorite of the series. You know, the other ones are good too. This one I've watched so many times. Love it. It's just so funny. Cool effects. It's a great one to watch. Here's one that's really great, made for TV back in the day, is Dark Knight the Scarecrow. Really good movie. Has this like this weird, like a strange kind of guy. It's kind of mentally a little mental, but he's a nice guy. And there's like this weird, crazy old man postman and his crazy like buddies like to pick on him. They go too far and they accidentally, you know, kill him. But it's like they don't know, but actually, don't know if he's dead or not. And they get haunted by this weird scarecrow guy that stalks them and does horrible things, tries to knocks them off one at a time in a sense. It's great, made for TV movie. One of the best ones, top 5 ever, is Dark Knight the Scarecrow. It's a fantastic, great atmosphere, just a fun, cool story just to check out. Great one to watch. Highly recommend this one. If you guys haven't seen this one, definitely check it out. Here's the back of it up here. It's also on Blu-ray. There's like the crazy postman plays like a real bastard in this thing. It's just like, oh my god, it's great. And it's funny too, like the postman, he wears the same clothes, the postman outfit, the whole damn movie. I think it's just kind of funny, but he's just a great actor, great acting in this thing. Just great flick. Highly recommend. You know, Dark Knight of Scarecrow is awesome. Classic by George Romero, the original Night of the Living Dead. I was lucky enough to have him sign this over 12 years ago. You know, the one that started it all with the zombie movies, and Night of the Living Dead. This is just a great one to watch on Halloween day, you know, Halloween night or whatever. Just pop this on, some popcorn, have a good time. Night of the Living Dead, gotta love that. Total classic. Another classic up here, another night one in a sense, is this one, Night of the Demons. You know, great movie. Take, you know, a Halloween party movie. I'm sure you guys all seen this one. One of the ones I've been watching this one for so long over the years. This is a good one just to pop on also. Halloween night, or if you're having a party or Halloween party, you pop this on the background right there. Just a fun one just to have while drinking some beers. You just check this out. Great, classic, good effects. It's awesome. I know this is the old one. I don't have the Scream Factory one, but eventually I'll get it, you know. But this one's still cool. Has some features on it. You know what I'm saying? So I am good. It's hard to find Disney, you know, made horror flick is this, and that is Under Wraps. If you guys find this at a thrift shop, definitely get it. It goes for like $50 to $80, especially during this month of Halloween. The price gets jacked up a lot more. This mummy gets unearthed, comes back to life in modern day, you know, times during like the 90s, and these kids try to help him, you know, out, and things like that. They kind of scare him at first, and they help him out. Crazy adventures that go on. This is a really cool, great fun Halloween flick just to pop on. Now we jump back to the tapey tapes. And now some of these ones I've, like this one I'm showing you right now, I had this one since I was like probably 11 years old. When I first started getting into, like, I was really into special effects makeup, looking for anything I could find how to do makeup effects. And I found this at a Sears outlet with my grandma. And that is the Monster Makeup Video, hosted by Dick Smith. This one right here, I always pop this on. It's only like 25 minutes long, but it's like a how to apply makeups like for Halloween or anything like that. Just a great one right here. Here's the back of it. What's cool about this, has like a little booklet. As you can see, it's like a little booklet in here. It's like attached and stuff, like different stuff, how to do things, like make blood and whatnot. And it's just a cool one. Like, I never really seen anyone post this that much. I think it's kind of hard to find. I'm pretty sure it is. So I found this at a Sears outlet with my grandma, I think for like a few bucks. And she bought it for me. Had this thing ever since. I'm so happy I kept it. And this right here is a really strange, quirky thing. I found like a couple of years back, maybe 3 years ago at a thrift shop. And that is this wacky, kind of dumb thing. Is how to carve pumpkins with, what's his name? Gordy Falk, the Pumpkin Man. I just watched this earlier with Deanna, actually. She was like, we're like watching, like, what the heck is this? But it's just a really kind of stupid how to carve pumpkins back in the 80s style instructional video. Isn't that weird? You gotta love VHS because they put out weird things like this. How to carve pumpkins. You know, it's like a half-hour long. It's kind of cool. It's kind of dumb, but it's just a fun, kind of quirky watch. I like to pop on ever since I got it. This one right here is just a really cool, not even released on DVD or Blu-ray, and that is Nightlife, starring Scott Grimes. He was in Critters. He's right there. Takes place like he's kind of like this geeky kind of a guy, you know. His uncle works at a mortician like lab, like embalms bodies and stuff. So it kind of helps him out. One night when he's there working, you know, with his uncle and stuff, like these bullies that picked on him, they're killed in an accident. And then for some reason, they're at this mortician, you know, embalming place, and the electricity like strikes on him and brings him back to life in a sense during the nighttime, the nightlife, and they become like these zombie things kind of, and they try to like attack him. It's really kind of wacky. It's just a fun, good one is Nightlife. The next few right here, they're just staples to have in the collection, in my opinion, and just great ones to watch during this time of year. Need no explanation really if you're into horror flicks and stuff like that. And that is, you know, first up here, The Monster Squad. You know, great movie. These monsters, you know, the Frankenstein, Dracula creature, you know, the creature, and all that stuff. The, you know, mummy and whatnot. They come back to Earth during modern times. These kids belong to like this horror club into horror flicks. They find out and try to stop them before they rule the Earth and take over, you know, and the monsters and stuff. It's a cool like, Goonies horror like flick for like teenagers and like young adults. Pretty much that's what this is. Good one right here. The first one of the Gate with Steven Dorff, just a classic one. I love this one since I was a kid. Freaked me out when I was a kid, you know, when I was watching this on HBO. I think I was like 10. And late night, I was watching this thing. It was kind of freaky for the little demon things, you know. Great one right here. I like the sequel, Gay 2. Some people don't like. I like the Gay 2. Steven Dorff ain't in this one. Just the nerdy kid that's in the first one is in this. It's like in high school. I think it's just a fun. He is right, you know, right there. I always liked, yeah, Gay 2. And last but not least, when I was a kid, one time, or maybe I think just one time, I never found it for years, and I found this, and I've discovered the name of it, and I finally found it at a video store a few years back, and definitely lucky I did because it's hard one to get, and that is The Midnight Hour. Great movie. It's a classic. It has LeVar Burton. This thing. He's like a high school student, and along with his friends, so they go to like it takes place during Halloween night. They find like this book, and they read it at a cemetery. It unearths all like the dead, and they have until midnight to stop it. If they don't, the dead will take over the Earth, that kind of thing, and that kind of deal. It's like a musical too. It's like a really cheesy musical number in this thing. Also kind of a heartwarming story also. Big thing with it too. It might put a tear in your eye at the end actually. It did for me actually. So I don't know it did. But it's a good one. The Midnight Hour, I think, is just a classic one. Here is the back of it. If you find this one, if you check it out, definitely do yourself a favor and watch it. Woo! Hope you guys stuck with me through all that and enjoyed this video of my Halloween recommendations for you guys to check out there and stuff I'd like to check out during this time of year. So if you guys enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment below, hit that notification ring button so you know when my videos come out. Let me know in the comments below what movies you'd like to always check out during this time of year. Let me know. I'm definitely curious. And don't forget to eat your Addams Family cereal. Don't forget to do that, folks. Until then, I'll catch you later. I'll see ya. Bye-bye.